Hi, folks. Steve Urban here from recruiting firm Riderflex. Here are some updated resume tips for you as of April 21st, 2024. That's when I'm recording this segment or this episode. First, I want to talk about in the body of your resume for each job that you have, okay? For each job. I want to talk about several things here. First, right next to the company name, make sure there's a clickable link, the URL or the website to that company. I think that's important. As a recruiter, I'm going to want to go to the company website and I don't want to have to look it up. I want a clickable link. Okay. Also, make sure there's a short description of what the company does. Okay. The same thing you would find if you Google it, just copy and paste it from Google, a sentence or two about what the company does. The sector and the industry, or one of the two. Okay. I need to know what it is. Is it, I don't know, is it in the construction business? Is it a marketing agency? Is it in IT services? I need to know the sector or the industry. I need to know where that company lives, so to speak. Okay. I want to know the size of the company. If it's a public company, you can put that in there. Okay. Revenue or number of people, or maybe you want to put small cap, mid cap, large company. Give me some sort of startup. Give me some sort of idea of the size of company. Then in the section where you're talking about your responsibilities and what you did for the job, talk to me about the size of your team, either the size of team you were on or the number of people you supervised, etc. Give me some sort of idea around that. Then, and maybe you could put this up near the dates of the employment for that particular company. Give me the reason for the move, why you left. Yes, believe it or not. Okay. I think you should put that right on your resume. Everybody asks the question. We're all wondering it. And this is really important, by the way, if you've made a bunch of jumps. So you can say, was recruited by, or company closed, company sold, company was acquired, whatever. Give me the reason that you left. Okay. A short description of that. In that same area, right there next to the date of your employment, if it was a short stint because it was a contract or it was an interim situation or you were a 1099, not a full-time employee, and it was a short-term contract, tell me, just say interim position, temporary contract, whatever, like put that in parentheses or somewhere on the resume. So I know why it was a short stay. The biggest mistake people make on their resumes is showing these changes every year on their resume. And I'm thinking you're just a job hopper. Meanwhile, maybe that wasn't it. If you tell me some of these things that I just described to you, the reason for the move, whether or not there was a temp or a contract position, if that's right on your resume, I'll know. I'll know you're not a job hopper and I'll have explanations right in front of me on your resume. Okay. Those things on the body of each position you had, I think are absolutely critical. Let me just recap that one more time. And then I have three more final notes that I want to give you here for resume advice. But let me recap this one more time. I want to be able to click on the company, the URL. I want to know what the company description is. I want to know what industry the company's in. I want to know the size of the company. I want to know the size of your team. I want to know why you left. And if it was temp or contract and not a permanent position, I want to know. Okay. Get that on your resume. Now, here are three bonus tips for resumes in general. I said three, I'm sorry, four. Four bonus tips for resume in general. Number one, if it's more than one page, it's okay. Okay, 2, 3 pages, that's fine. Here's why. The whole one page rule, that was back when human beings were the first pass or the first look at a resume because we didn't have time to read 2 or 3 pages. These days, software is scanning your resume on the first pass. Okay. Software is looking for keywords in your resume that match the job description, and the software is pulling your resume into the net, okay, if it's a match. Therefore, the more words on the resume, the better chance you have of getting caught in the net, which is what you want to do. So a longer resume is perfectly fine. My second bonus tip is if you have a LinkedIn profile, put the link to your LinkedIn profile up by your phone number and address and your contact information, and make sure it's clickable. Number 3 bonus tip. People often don't give me a good header. Okay. What I mean by header is just like on LinkedIn, John Brown, and then it says sales executive or consumer goods sales executive, or John Brown, accounting and finance expert for the construction industry, or whatever your header is. Put a header. Don't just give me your name and then a long paragraph that I have to. There can be a long paragraph, an executive summary section, but that's below the header. Give me a header. I want a one-line sentence that says who you are before I have to dive into your 2-paragraph executive summary. And my final bonus tip for resumes is this. Some of you are not going to believe I'm going to tell you this. Okay, this is crazy. Put your phone number on the resume. So, I joke about, I'm not joking. About 15% of the resumes I'm seeing these days don't have a phone number on there. Put your resume on the put your phone number on the resume, for goodness sakes. And there is your Riderflex tip of the day.